Hello and welcome to another Blitzcraft game. I am your host, Liquid Jinx. This is Zelnaga Caverns and Game 1 of Mountain Dew, the Blue Zerg versus FluxMauiWaui, the Green Terran. And this is MLG Pro Circuit. So this should be an interesting game as FluxMauiWaui is a Masters player, while Mountain Dew is a high-ranked diamond in 1 vs 1. Both are parts of the same clan, so it is going to be quite an exciting match to see, as there is also a final game after this. No, they're not ready to rumble. They're ready to rock the party! Right, so it looks like MauiWaui throwing out a little BM and the goal. Bad manner goal, bad manner goal. Throw down the production tab. Hey. Mountain Dew sending out his overlord to the cross position where MauiWaui will be spawned. See what his opponent is, but I'm pretty sure he has a good guess that MauiWaui is Terran. MauiWaui throwing down his supply depot at, I think that was at the 9. No, I think that was at a 10. He threw that down at a 10. Coming over, looks like he will be sending out his OCV to do some scouting. This is also a modified version of Zelnaga houses. We do have a supply depot down here at the bottom of the bases, which is not on the normal Zelnaga towers. We're going to see a little high five here with the overlord and SV. Yes, high five. We have another overload coming, and it's also going to see this SUV come by. It's not going to see it go up the ramp, but you know, creep is going to see the SUV. So it looks like MauiWaui now sees that Mountain Dew is like Zerg, so he's going to come around. He is now going to sit in the natural, stopping Mountain Dew from actually throwing down a natural. And it looks like there's going to be a nice little slap fight here between the drone and the SUV. Slap, and the drone is going to lose as SUVs overpower everything because they're Terran. Mountain Dew taking advantage that he does have regen and making that hatchery. And it looks like Mountain Dew coming around it. There's overload. He's going to see what MauiWaui does have out. He does have a Bex and he does have a Marine coming out. And throwing down his second supply depot to block off his ramp, creating a choke point. Mountain Dew creating an extractor at MauiWaui's gas. Ooh, and MauiWaui making that refinery, so Mountain Dew couldn't throw down his extractor and then canceling it as he does not need it. Looks like he is building up a few more Marines, throwing down a factory, so we might actually see a 7-minute Marine tank push here by MauiWaui against Mountain Dew. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Mountain Dew almost getting his next hatchery up, and his spawning pool is just about to pop. We are going to see Mailbox boost coming up as soon as Mountain Dew hits 200 gas. And there goes spawning some more drones. We should see the Zerglings getting spawned here quite shortly. And there we go. We do have a tech lab going on that factory. We have a second factory going up. This is interesting. Double factory with a bunch of Marines. So we might see. We could actually possibly see Blue Flame being produced by the tech lab, and then Hellions with a reactor on that other one. Yes, we do. There we go. We have a Hellion being produced by that factory, so we're going to see Blue Flame. We're going to see a reactor going down on that second factory, and mass Blue Flame Hellions here, as Mountain Dew is going to mostly probably have speedlings here for the majority of the beginning of this game. There's Night while boost popping. He's getting that third hatchery down. As a common play by Mountain Dew, he really does love getting the expansions right off the bat. Taking out those rocks and the zerglings, and it looks like we do have blue flame Hellion attack going on. We do have a lot of Hellions being produced. Throwing down a second command center, so we are going to see him fly over to the Astro with an orbital command on that. We do have a second extractor going up by Mountain Dew, so we're probably going to see Mutalisks or even Banelings. I haven't seen a Baneling nest go up yet. I don't know if he's going to do that, but he probably is going to go into Mutalisks, as he loves going Mutalisks. Mountain Dew with his Overlord in the center, having some map control. It looks like he does have that Zelnaga tower. He has the second Zelnaga tower, so he has all map control now. Putting down a few creep tumors to connect his bases. Looks like he's trying to still take out those rocks, sending all his pop speedlings over there. We do have a lot of blue flame Hellions by MauiWaui, and it looks like MauiWaui is actually going to be pushing out with that, with his few Marines that actually took out the Zelnaga tower. This is going to be big trouble for Mountain Dew, as he only has speedlings, one spine crawler, and there's a lot of blue flame Hellions. Mountain Dew pulling back his speedlings as he's probably, I think he actually saw that MauiWaui had his guys there. Yeah, he's gonna see that. Ooh, and it looks like his speedlings were taken out. And it looks like the spine crawlers are gonna be taken out by those Hellions and Marines, pulling back his drones. Onto in big trouble now. His hatchery going to be taken out. Looks like Mountain Dew's actually got a spire going up somewhere. Where's that going up? In the back of his base here. There's the spire. We're gonna see Mutalisks. I don't know how well those Mutalisks are going to work against the Marines and Hellions. I'm not going to be able to produce that many Marines or Hellions. And it looks like Mountain Dew's actually going to go into attack for swinging his speedlings. Going right past those Marines, up his ramp, through that close supply depot. We got really lucky there. Oh, the SCV's trying to run away. Oh, but they got blocked by their own supply depot and the speedlings. It looks like a lot of them were taken out, but that was enough to take MauiWaui and make a retreat back to his base. Mountain Dew just taking out like all those speedlings, sending them through those speedlings to distract the Hellions while the rest of his army can make it away. MauiWaui really far behind now in his SCVs, as a lot of them were destroyed. MauiWaui with 40 hits. Actually probably less than 40. Probably got around 30 SUVs, Mountain Dew at 58 production, while MauiWaui is at a 49, creating a few more Hellions. We do have a reactor going down on that Sparkport, so it looks like we will be seeing Medivacs. MauiWaui hasn't seen the Spire, so I don't feel like we'll be getting any Vikings here soon. Ooh, he saw that Mutalisk pop up right there, so you might get a few Hellions seeing that Mutalisk pop up. Interesting. What he goes, getting a few siege tanks, so that's interesting. So it looks like we will be going siege tank Marines, so we might actually not see any Vikings coming up from MauiWaui. Throwing down 2 more barracks for max Marine production. There is that Medivac that MauiWaui was counting on getting. Mountain Dew getting that spine crawler down, keeps getting increased protection from that hatchery. Saying his Mutalisks, looks like we'll be sniping out those Marines. There goes the Marines, and now we'll be chasing down those Hellions with the Mutalisks. Sending speedlings around to take out those Hellions. Looks like they were able to take out one, as MauiWaui had him on auto. Looks like MauiWaui not paying attention here. Mutalisks taking out those Marines. There goes the tank. And MauiWaui in trouble here as he has no anti-air. Looks like he does have 4 turrets going up. Ooh, and just in time. 3 of them popping out right away. It looks like Mountain Dew able to take out one of them. Ooh, but he is going to be denied from taking out any of those SCVs. Really, it looks like we will be going for production here in a second. I would like to see Mountain Dew try and take out as many Hellions as he can to send in his speedlings to take out those. Right, so it looks like Mountain Dew taking out the production of MtnDew, taking out that Marine. And it looks like MtnDew building up a bunch of missile turrets to try and protect his SUV from there we go, taking out the Hellions now. Boom, they are all taken out. Alright, so it looks like here comes Mountain Dew with his speedlings. Sending in. Looks like he will be taken out the wall here by the supply depots. The Marines going to be trying to take out. Ooh, but they do get that tech lab out of the way as it is the weakest point in that wall. Staying in the speedlings. Ooh, but there are now different elements. Really need to focus fire on the Marines, which aren't going to happen. Blah, blah, blah. Mountain Dew trying to get his third base back up and running. Alright, so it looks like Mountain Dew is sending his Milos back to regroup. Ooh, it didn't look like he actually missed two of them. MtnDew throwing down a scan. He's going to see two Milos there, a bunch of spine crawlers. He ain't going to see too much. Mountain Dew taking out the rocks to this gold. And it looks like he will be taking the gold shortly. Floating on quite a bit of minerals compared to MtnDew. But MtnDew had to spend a lot of his minerals as he was being under attack. Sitting over his orbital command to his main base, his natural, pardon me, throwing down a missile turret in the back just in case they release it. And it looks like Mountain Dew doing some harassing. It looks like we'll be able to take out a few of those Marines. MtnDew regrouping with the rest of his Marines. And pushing Mountain Dew back. Mountain Dew with the map control there with the both Zalnaga towers. And it looks like MtnDew's actually got one siege tank up sitting in his base. It would be nice. It looks like actually will be sending it down to his natural for a bit of defense. I would really like to see MtnDew throw down a missile turret here, and then throw down like a siege tank here, or in here to protect his ramp and those heading areas. I always recommend throwing down missile turrets right beside the siege tanks around the front of the siege tanks to protect from mutilis or any air attack, which dominate siege tanks because of their slow tank mode time. Mountain Dew doing a bit of harassing there. Looks like he almost got a supply depot, and that supply depot might die unless, oh, they're coming to these two repair. Mountain Dew throwing down that fourth hatchery on that gold, so it looks like he's gonna have some pretty sick income coming here. He needs to saturate this mineral field, however, though I would really like to see him fully drone. Start droning up as much as he can. Let's go to production tab. We are going to see another siege tank and an armory coming up. We might see Thors coming from MtnDew as soon as he gets that armory up. He doesn't really need to be creating any more Hellion, so he doesn't need this reactor on this factory anymore. So I would like to probably see him lift this factory up, lift this barracks up, switch positions, throw down a tech lab on that factory, put the barracks on the reactor for marine production, and start pumping on Thors, as Thors dominate Mutilis. They're pretty handy against roaches, as he has roaches to counter the Marines. Mountain Dew with some Banelings and an Infestor Pit coming out. So it looks like we are going to see Baneling Boss. They're going to raid for those Marines. Nice to get good splits. We have an Infestor Pit to fungal growth the Marines. So it looks like that is not going to do anything. MtnDew into trouble here. Looks like Mountain Dew going to push this, sending in his roaches first to take up the damage, take out the Marines, income the speeding. Here comes the Mutilus and MtnDew throwing down the good game. Well played. MtnDew throwing down the GG as well. I am your host, Liquid Jinx. This is brought to you by Blitzcraft Live. I hope to see you guys soon, and I hope to see you guys on the next new videos coming out with the new games that we are going to be playing. It's going to be a blast.